Welcome to the ToKnight Show with Superintendent Shannon Cheek, your go-to podcast for staying in the know about all the exciting happenings in your local school community. We know that we are stronger together, so today's conversation is designed to give you a greater opportunity to be actively engaged in the success of our students. And now, Mr. Cheek.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Shannon Cheek, and I'm the superintendent here at Arthur CUSD 305. I'm really excited today because today we have some of our students here from each one of our grade schools, and we're going to spend some time getting to know each other a little bit and let them ask me some questions. And if I have time, I'm actually going to ask them some questions as well. So I've been excited all morning to get to today and record this episode. So before we get started with questions, we're going to go around the room and let each one of our students introduce themselves. They're going to say their name. They're going to talk about what grade they're in, and then they're going to tell you what school they go to. So, I'm going to go first.
Sure. I'm Nellie. I'm in second grade, and I'm from Arthur Grade School.
I'm Kennedy, and I'm in third grade, and I go to Arlington Grade School.
I'm Kendall. I go to Atwood Hammond Grade School, and I'm in sixth grade.
I'm Bentley. I go to Atwood Hammond Grade School, and I'm in sixth grade.
I'm Emily, and I go to first grade. I go to Atwood Hammond.
I'm Donovan. I'm in fifth grade, and I go to Lovington Grade School.
I'm Austin, and I go to Arthur Grade School.
So excellent. You've met our students, and again, I can't tell you how excited I am to get started. So I'm going to let them fire some questions my way, and I'll do my best to answer them. So would you like to go first?
Yeah. Do you enjoy your job?
I do enjoy my job. It's different every day. I get to do lots of fun stuff. How many of you have seen me in your buildings when I've been walking around? So most of you, right? My favorite thing to do is to get out and visit the grade schools and visit our junior highs. So I don't get to do that every day, but I get to do it sometimes, and that's the most fun part of my job. Good question. Do we have another question?
Why did you decide to become a superintendent?
Why did I become a superintendent? Well, I started off as a teacher and a coach. I used to teach, and then I used to coach football, and I used to coach basketball. And then I became an assistant principal of a high school. And then I became the principal of that high school. And then I actually went back to school and thought, you know what? I think this sounds like something I'd want to do, something kind of different. So I went back to school and I got my degree, and I decided that once I got my degree, I decided I'm going to see if I can get a superintendent job. So it was kind of the next step in some of the goals that I had set for myself. So that's kind of why I became a superintendent.
How do you feel about being a superintendent?
How do I feel about being a superintendent? Most days I feel really good about it. Most days are really good, but there's some days that are pretty challenging. There's some days that are harder than others, probably much like you being a student, right? There's probably some subjects you like better than others. There's probably some parts of the day you like better. Most days are really good, but some days can be hard too, and are pretty challenging. But I think working in a district like ours is really good, and I'm really excited to continue to work in our district. And I think there's just a lot of good people here, which makes it fun most days. Good question.
What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport. I would say my favorite sport is football, although I do have a Cardinal shirt on today. So baseball is a close second, but I think football.
Do you like this school?
Do I like this school? I do like this school. I like all of our schools. Do you know how many schools we have in our district? We have 4. We have 4 schools. So we have 3 grade schools, and then we have a high school. So, and I do like them. I like each one of them.
Do you know why we chose the 3 school colors?
I don't know for sure because I wasn't here when all 3 of our schools merged into one. But I think the reason that we chose our school colors is because they kind of make up each one of our districts. Because Lovington used to have their own school district, Atwood, Hammond used to have their own school district, and Arthur had their own school district. So when all 3 of those schools came together, we tried to mix our colors together to become one. So that's my understanding.
How many years have you been superintendent?
This is year 5. Year 5. Almost done with year 5.
What do you do in your job?
What? That's a great question. I have a podcast where I talk to all of our grade school and junior high students. That's part of my job, right? I do lots of things. So each day's different, but I'm in charge of the budget, which the budget's the money. So it takes money to run a school district. So I'm in charge of that. I'm in charge of each one of our schools. So I get to get out and talk to our principals and talk to our teachers and get some information from them to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do. Every day's really kind of different. So there's lots of stuff I get to do.
Why don't we have school uniforms?
Why don't we have school uniforms? Some schools do, right? I think that our school just wants you to be able to make kind of that choice for yourself. So you can choose to wear kind of what you'd want to wear, right? Good question. You want me to ask a question before we keep going? I have some questions. How about this? And anybody can answer it. So I will ask you the question of what do you like best about your school? Anybody want to answer that one? Okay, right here.
I like learning and seeing my friends.
So learning and seeing your friends. What do you like to learn about the most?
Probably math.
Math. Okay. Anybody else want to talk about what they like most about their school?
I like having friends in my class.
You like having friends in your class? That's fun, isn't it? Yeah.
I like how good our staff are.
How good your what is?
Our staff.
The staff, the teachers? Excellent, yeah. We do have some really good teachers, don't we? Good. Anybody else?
It's fun.
It's fun. School is fun. What's the most fun?
Art.
Art. Excellent. Excellent. I'll ask you some more questions if we have time later. So who was next and asking me the next question? Okay. Excellent.
What are some of your favorite hobbies?
Some of my favorite hobbies. So I like to ride my bike. I've got a bike and I like to ride, and I do a lot of riding my bike in the summer and the spring and fall when it's nice out. Not so much in the winter because it's too cold. But last year I actually rode 100 miles in one bike ride. So that's the farthest I've ever went. But I like to ride my bike. Good question.
What is your favorite book?
Oh, that's a hard question because I got lots of favorite books. What is my favorite book? Have you ever read Huck Finn? I like that book a lot. But I got a lot of books I like to read, so that's a hard question. What's your favorite book?
I would probably say like Alone. It's a
Ah,
good book. It's about like how a girl gets left alone because they evacuate
okay.
and she has to survive.
So that's a good one. Okay, excellent. Do you have another question for me? Do you? Okay.
What's your favorite color?
What do you think I'm going to say? What do you think my favorite color is? You have a guess? What's one of our school colors? Because it's one of our school colors.
Red.
Red. That is my favorite color. So red's my favorite color. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink. Excellent. Next question.
If you could choose a different career, what would it be?
Oh, goodness. If I could choose a different career, I think I'd probably go back to being a teacher and a coach if I had to choose something different, although that's not completely out of education, right? It's still an educator, but if I had to do something different tomorrow, that's probably what I'd do. I'd probably go back and teach and coach because I like that a lot.
How do you decide which sports and clubs we get to have at school?
Another good question. So, what sports and what clubs do we get to have at school? So, we have an athletic director that works here. He is in charge of a lot of our activities. So, when we're going to try and add something or we want to think about adding something, sometimes he'll send a survey. And he'll send a survey out like he did recently and said, hey, how many people would be interested in doing, I think he just sent a survey about cross country. Who's interested in doing cross country, and sees how many people would be interested, and then we just kind of go from there. So people have to be interested in doing it, right? And if we have a lot of people that are interested, a lot of students that are interested in doing it, then we would have a conversation and see about what we could do to add that. So there's a lot going on here, aren't there? There's a lot of activities we have, especially at the high school. I've got a question. Okay. I've got a question. I want to know this year, what's some of the most fun things you've done this year? It could be a sport, it could be a subject, it could be a field trip you went on, just anything. What would be one of the most fun things that you've done this year? Right here.
Played games. I played some fun games at PE, and we're also doing a musical.
Awesome. So you played some fun games in PE. What games?
I don't know exactly all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a bit of so a little bit of a favorite of mine is dodgeball.
Oh, dodgeball's fun, right? What's your musical?
Dig it.
Dig it.
And
Awesome.
I haven't learned about it a lot yet, but I'm pretty sure what it's about is it's Egyptian. It's set around, the theme is Egyptian, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Excellent. Well, those do sound pretty fun. What else?
For our Christmas party this year, we did a farmer ball tournament, and it was really fun.
I've heard a lot about Farmer Ball. I haven't played it or seen it, but it sounds like something really fun. So that does sound fun. Anybody else want to share something?
We had this pumpkin stacking contest, and we were in groups with our tables. And whoever made the tallest pumpkin stacking, well, it was with the candy corn pumpkins, and we used toothpicks on a plate, and whoever made the tallest in the amount of time won.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Who did you win?
Yes.
Is that why you liked it? Yeah, I bet that was fun. How about one more before you shoot a question my way?
We had this contest where we would cut paper into rectangles, and then after that was done, we would see who could make the longest paper chain within 5 minutes. And me and my partner.
You and your partner won, so excellent. That sounds like a lot of fun. Awesome. Fun stuff, right? Good stuff. Who was in line to ask me another question? Who had one? Okay.
We went on a field trip.
Oh, you went on a field trip. Okay, excellent. Where'd you go?
A parade.
A parade. Excellent. Did you have a question you wanted to ask me?
Why did you choose to work in education?
Because of students, like all of you. So I wanted to get into education because I enjoyed being around kids and students and hanging out with them every day and teaching them, and so that's why. Is that a good reason? I think so. Question?
Why are the bathrooms at AGS being remodeled?
Why are the bathrooms at AGS getting remodeled? Do you think they need to be remodeled?
Well, they're getting remodeled.
They are getting it. Why do you think we need to do that?
I mean, I know down at the boys' bathroom down at the 4th and 5th grade, there have been problems with the urinals.
So they're kind of old, right? And sometimes we have problems in there with leaking. We have problems with the floor, the lights. So it's probably just time. They're tired and they need kind of a new look. So hopefully once we get that project started after March, it'll be quick and then it'll be something to be proud of. Good question. Who else has a question? Do you have one more?
How long has AGS been a school?
That's a question I don't know if I have an answer to. A long time. So I'm not sure exactly how long AGS has been around, but it's been around a long time. A long time. Your turn.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is a dog. I have 2 dogs. 2 golden retrievers. Anybody else have dogs? Almost all of you. Awesome. 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 Another question for me.
In your opinion, who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
I'm not even sure that's a question in my mind. Michael Jordan. I mean, Michael Jordan's the GOAT, right? That's what I think too. So great minds think alike. See? Excellent. What else?
What's your favorite song?
Oh, you're making it hard on me. What's my favorite song? I don't know if I have a favorite song. Honestly, I like so many. I like so many different kinds of songs. How about if I just say my favorite genre is like country music? That's probably my favorite. What's your favorite?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I like different kind of music.
So do I. So I don't know if I have one favorite though. So I've got a question. Okay. And I want to start here and we're going to go around and each one of you, I want you to answer this one for me. Okay. All right. I want to know, because we're the Knights, aren't we? What does it mean to you to be an Arthur Lovington Atwood Hammond Knight? When I say you're a Knight, what does that mean?
Well, you have to work hard and be responsible.
Awesome. You have to work hard and be responsible.
There's 4 schools made up into one district.
So we're 4 schools made into one district, and we're all under one. We're the Knights, right? Okay, good. I like that.
I think it means being respectful and like showing support to our school.
Like that answer. That's awesome. So being respectful, showing respect for your school. Good.
I think to be a knight, it means to be respectful, be responsible, and to be ready to learn.
Awesome. I like that. What does it mean to be a knight?
Protecting people.
Protecting people. I like that.
I say respecting people and pretty much just having fun.
Respecting people and having fun. I like that.
To be a part of this school district and to be loyal to the others.
To be part of this school district and to be loyal to the other Knights in our school.
Like our school district.
Okay. Excellent. Awesome. I think we got time for 2 more questions. So I'll take 2 more and then we'll have to close up because we're kind of running out of time. So does anybody have one they're like really excited to ask? Really wants to ask me?
Out of all the schools in our district, which one is your favorite?
So the question was, if you didn't hear it, was out of all the schools in our district, which one is my favorite? I like them all. I like them all. I like them all the same. Is that a good answer or not? Which one's your favorite? Don't know. Okay. Okay. Awesome. One more question.
What's your favorite song artist?
What's my favorite artist? Song artist? I don't know. I don't know. I was asked that song earlier. What was my favorite song? I'm not sure. I got so many that I like. One more. Since we already kind of asked that question, what did you have for me?
If you have a suggestion on how to make our school better, what would you suggest?
If can I only get one?
Well, it just says if we have a suggestion on how to make our school better, what should we do?
If I have a suggestion on how to make our school better, what would I do? There's so many things I'd like to maybe say, but if I had only one thing, I'd say, if I could press a magic button, I would just probably say, I'd love for all of our schools to be brand new. Brand new. Brand new playground, brand new play equipment, new gyms, new classrooms, all new stuff. All of our schools. So, okay, I want to thank everybody for coming today. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to sit around the table and talk to our students. You guys all did a great job. I know some of you said you were nervous, but you really didn't look like you were nervous. So you were all very well behaved. And I asked you a question earlier about what it means to be a Knight, and I couldn't be more proud of all of you sitting around the table because you're all Knights. and you all represented your schools well today. So thank you for coming. It's been a lot of fun, and since we probably have some questions we didn't get to, maybe we'll have to do this again. Everybody want to maybe do this again another time?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, excellent. Again, Shannon Cheek, Superintendent of Arthur CUSD 305. Appreciate you tuning in and wish you a good day.
Thank you for listening to The ToKnight Show, a broadcast of Arthur Lovington Outwood Hammond Community Unit School District number 305. Special thanks to today's guests. This podcast is produced for you by the Arthur Lovington Outwood Hammond Broadcasting class.